Excited to welcome on Michigan State commit and star player of Michigan, Pierre Brooks. What's going on today, bro?
Well, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Well, let's just get first thing into this, man. It's obviously been a crazy quarantine time, crazy year so far. But in the midst of it all, you were able to go make your commitment. Obviously, Michigan State. Take us through this decision.
Um, so I feel since the quarantine, I had like a lot of time, quality time to like go over my college decision. I really think this time was really the best time for me to like look at all my options as well as make the best decision for my life ahead. So what stood out or Michigan State stood out the best from all the colleges. I mean, every time I go up there, family atmosphere. I'm cool with everyone. Every guy from top to bottom. Like every time I go up there, it's really a family atmosphere. Yeah.
I know a lot of guys are kind of split on that. Some guys obviously it's like a record amount of guys from the 2021 class already commit prior to obviously playing the high school season. And for you, you obviously make the decision. Why'd you know it was the right time? And you just knew that Michigan State was the right time at this early.
I knew like it was the right time because I really thought they stood out more with recruiting wise, and also like I wanted to be the first one in the 2021 class to commit there because to show my loyalty. I mean,
Mhm.
I really feel that they have my best interests. And so I went ahead and committed to be the first one in the 2021 class to do so because I believe in what they're doing with their program.
And you kind of said you were able to go to campus a few times now. That didn't necessarily stop you from taking other visits if you haven't been able to see them yet. So you made a top three though of Xavier of Michigan, Michigan State. What one of those three schools making it?
Great coaches from both sides, Coach Steele and Coach Howard at Michigan. I really feel like Coach Steele did his best job recruiting me as well. I went on the official visit there. They treated me like family as well. Xavier has a great program, but also like Michigan does as well. So Coach Jawan, I really think Coach Jawan Howard has guys' best interests as well. Him just getting there his first year, I think he did a pretty good job with those guys as well. And I saw myself like actually playing there, but like I chose Michigan State because it was the best fit for me. So I chose those top three because like it was basically how they recruited me.
And a common thing, obviously, with you with that was you had two in-state teams on the team. Obviously, what was it like kind of having the two powerhouse schools for pretty much in your state recruiting you?
It felt good to know to be recognized in my state. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's great for anybody to be recognized in their state, but
Mhm.
it's a good feeling, really, to be recognized by probably the two biggest schools in the state, in Michigan and Michigan State.
You kind of talk about having a kind of difference between two guys in state. Obviously, Juwan Howard's a player's coach. That's something that a lot of guys find attractive, and Michigan State's more of a blue blood kind of school. Being able to go to Michigan State now, kind of representing a school that's known as being one of the best schools of all time. What kind of is that going to feel like?
I feel like I feel like it's my time to represent, like knowing guys from Detroit went to Michigan State, did well at Michigan State. Uh, like bringing on the legacy as well, like people like Magic Johnson, Greg Kelser, Steve Smith, Jason Richardson, like just carrying those guys' legacy is a big thing for me. I'll say another thing would probably be like to just stay ready at all times as well. Like don't take anything for granted.
And so, at what point, like, how far away from the point you obviously made your video and committed, did you know that Michigan State was the school you're going to be attending?
Um, so we were just like weighing on my options, like we set up the video like 3 days before.
Mhm.
No, like actually like 2 or 3 days before. But like I decided once or after I told him or the video dude to that I was committing to state. I think it was the best. Saint Cecilia was the best place to go to because like it was like I said, it brings on a legacy. Um, I'll say that during that time, like before I asked for the video, like I said, my family carefully weighed all my options, made sure that this is what I wanted to do before I told Coach Izzo, told Coach Stevens like what I was gonna do. So I told them. Then I just wanted to make a video, like make a legendary commitment video.
And that video obviously took place in front of a historical place with basketball. Why did you decide to go commit out there on the stairs?
So Saints City for me is like the mecca of like Detroit basketball. A lot of legends came through there. I'll say that was the best place for me because I grew up playing in there. From all the team camps, summer camps, learning from the staff who ran the camps, and also like watching film of the guys who were there. It's many guys I can name. Like I said, Magic Johnson. I said Thomas, Steve Smith, George Gervin. You can name a whole lot of people, but I would say like it was just I would say like it was the best thing for me, and it's what I felt was good to commit there because like that's my childhood, growing up basketball. That's what I go with.
And that's kind of the next thing I want to kind of touch up on. I mean, Michigan basketball is known as a state of legendary basketball. I mean, I personally know Coach Kurt Keener, obviously coach guys like Chris Webber, Coach Shane Battier, all those guys from the historical guys. And it's kind of been not necessarily a dry spell, but not as much talent the last decade or so. And we see this high school class right now. I mean, the senior class was loaded. Obviously, your 2021 class, and we know Amani Bates, who some call obviously a generational talent, along with Ty Rogers. Seeing the way Michigan's starting to come back to becoming an elite state, what is that like?
I really think it's good. Some people say like Michigan kids don't get any love or things like that, but I think like people like myself, Amani, Ty, I think we put Michigan back on the map. I mean, or people like Jay Nickens as well, Kobe Buffkin. I think guys like us are putting the state back on the map. I think when we show our talents outside of Michigan, during AAU tournaments like EYBL camps, stuff like that, I feel like we're spreading the message that like Michigan has good players. We got good talent. Like we can compete with anybody.
And you take your 2021 class, Amani Bates, Ty Rogers, the 2022 guys, you put them up against the other so-called top states in the country, states like California, Texas, Georgia, and so on and so forth. Where do you see you guys rank up?
I see it as number one. I mean, I really think I think we're the best state for basketball, really, especially with, like you said, Amani, Ty, Jaden, Kobe. I think those guys make us like at the top of the list. I really think like it's like I wouldn't say no comparison, but I think like up and coming wise, like we're the best, and I feel like our talent can go up with anybody.
Absolutely. And one of those guys you just listed, obviously Jaden, he's a guy that has Michigan State heavily recruiting him as well. Obviously also looking at Michigan and other schools as well. And for you, I know you guys are close friends. What's your guys' bond like?
I'm very cool with Jaden. I talk to him here and there about coming here, but he said, like me and him said, he's still carefully weighing his options. But yeah, me and Jay Nickers are very cool on and off the court. I mean, I love to get him over here at State. I'm trying my best, but yeah, like you said, he got to weigh his options. But yeah, I'm trying my best to get him over here.
And let's say you guys commit to Michigan State and you guys are able to form a dynamic duo in the backcourt. What's that going to be like? How exciting would that be for fans?
I feel like it's gonna be exciting, but it's tough of a coach as Coach Izzo is. We're gonna have to earn that. So I'll say like I feel like it'll be a dynamic duo for the ages, but like at the same time, nothing's gonna be given to us. We'll have to earn it for sure.
And let's kind of talk a little bit more about Coach Tom Izzo. I mean, there's something different that comes with talking to a coach of his caliber, a Hall of Fame college basketball coach. When you see that name and you get to not only just shake his hand, get to know him, but have him coach you, what's that going to feel like?
To me, Tom Izzo is the best coach, college basketball. To me, I feel like he's the best coach in college basketball. He's won NCAA titles. He sent guys to the league. He's done He's has the guys' best interests on and off the court. And I've personally seen him with the relationship with guys off the court as well. Me being there, I say Coach Izzo is like a very caring guy. He might look mean and crazy, but behind, like, he's a really, really cool guy, and I can't wait to play for him.
I don't really like asking guys until they commit about who their favorite team was growing up, because I know that leads to a lot of different stuff, but you are committed now. Going from Michigan, who was your favorite team growing up?
Growing up, my favorite college team when I grew up was Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, because they always had the best players. I mean, like, you got John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins and AD on the same team. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was Kentucky because they had all the best players. I'll probably say LSU as well. I used to like LSU. But I watched State as well. State was probably like it was top 3 for sure. It was probably Kentucky, LSU, and State. But Kentucky, like, the way they played and the talent that they had, like, you could not watch that.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of the Kentucky, if that was a school that might have got invested in you earlier on, maybe even really started recruiting you hard, would that have been a school that you heavily would have considered or possibly even went to?
Man, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you put me in the tough spot. Oh man, I don't know, man. All I know is I'm going green. I'm going green.
So would they maybe at least made your top 5 or something?
Yeah,
for sure. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but it depends on, like I said, recruiting me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
State recruited me the hardest. Like, Coach Steve was really hard on me. He's asking my dad, like, what they had to do to get me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Izzo was hard on me too. Coach Izzo loved the fact as well that, like, I was the first person to commit in the 2020 class, like, that I went with my heart. Because I knew it was, like, in my heart, I knew I wanted to go to State.
Yeah, no, I think that's the big thing too for guys. I mean, obviously the Blue Bloods, the KUs, the Kentucky, Duke, whatnot, they're great.
Yeah, some people heart not in it. Yeah, They just want to go there because it's a big name school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my heart was for State, cause from the jump they was there, like, same as Michigan and Michigan State. They started calling, like, the end of my 8th grade year, like, from the jump.
Mm-hmm. And we know what Michigan State does. I mean, we know Tom, as you said, he puts guys in the NBA. We see that year in, year out. But especially at the guard spot, we see guys like Cassius Winston become one of the greatest guards in college history. You could potentially be the next guy, next Cassius Winston kind of player. What's it going to take for you to reach that level?
I would say what's anybody's motto is hard work. I mean, nothing is going to be given to you, but at the same time, you got to have good IQ. You got to have good defense, good defensive IQ. You got to be just a great all-around player. I think what made Cassius so good was his passing. His passing was elite. It's elite, man. His passing was crazy, and his jump shot. But yeah, the shots that he hit, the passes that he made were unbelievable. But I would say, to be like a key guard at Michigan State, you have to work hard and, like, stay within the system that is provided.
And we did talk about your recruiting class. Jaden obviously is a guy you would love to play with. But besides him, who else do you guys want to try recruiting or adding to your 2021 class?
My boy Max Christie need to go ahead and make that move, man. He need to go ahead and make that move. My boy Max. My boy Charles Badeko, he need to go ahead and make his move too. My boy need to go ahead make that move.
So
Who
would
else?
you
I'm
say the
just
dream
trying to
class
think
would
of.
be you, Max, Jaden, and Charles?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That'd be big time. And we obviously do have another year until you obviously get to college. So this upcoming senior season, your last year in high school basketball, what do you want to accomplish? What would you say would be a successful year for you?
First, I would like to win the state championship, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to have a productive enough season to be All American, McDonald's All American. Hopefully, maybe Jordan Retro Brand, maybe. Also win Mr. Basketball as well. That's the biggest goal for me is to win Mr. Basketball and win the state championship. But I'd love to be an All McDonald's All American. Shoot, ball is life All American. I don't care. Yeah, something, man.
And your head
Yeah.
coach is your dad. Having that kind of bond, having your dad be in your life, be able to be your coach, what is that like?
Um, have his bad perks, but
Mhm.
I would say it's been a great process. I feel like playing for him is getting me ready for the next level because he's already hard on me, and I feel like Coach Izzo is gonna be even harder with the kind of coach he is. Um, I'll say like just being with him since ninth grade has been a great process. I feel like my game has grown. My game has grown, and my maturity as well. Like in ninth grade, I used to shut down a lot because I was getting boxing ones and all kind of crazy stuff in ninth grade. But like until then, like he'd just tell me like just trust the process that I'm going through right now.
And that's something that I know some dads and sons that coach each other. I mean, it kind of can be some issues at some points. How have you guys learned to kind of go through the issues and kind of keep the father-son bond while still being able to have a coach and player relationship?
I think what the big thing for us is we didn't take our beef. We didn't take it home. Like we kept it away from home. Like the father son bond stayed at home. And then once he got on the court, like it would he'll like I wouldn't say push it to the side, but like once he got back on the court, like he'll remove it because I'm still learning and I was still young. But I think now that my maturity has grown, I really feel like it's just getting me better.
And we look at your numbers for this past year, a little over 23 points per game, almost 5 assists per game. And as you said, you want to win something with the All-American on the end of it. For you to be able to reach one of those points, what's the kind of numbers you're looking to have for next year?
Um, I really honestly to you I could care less about the numbers. I mean, it's not gonna get me the state championship. I just want to be productive to my team in any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't me being myself. I don't really care for stats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really look at stats. I mean, I would say how do I word this? I don't look at stats, but it would be great to win the award. Like knowing my hard work and dedication to this, but I don't really have like a set goal for like numbers. I don't. Yeah, like a set goal for stats. I just go out and play hard, do what I can do.
So you're more worried, obviously, just about having your game produced, obviously, and being able to win the state championship. And being able to win, obviously, means you put up big time numbers as well,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And when you look at you preparing for Michigan State, what's the biggest things you're looking to add to your game or you think you need to add so you're ready to go in there and do your thing right away?
I really feel like my jump shot has improved. I would in my passing game, I would say it's underrated. People don't see me as a passer, but my passing game is underrated. I mean, y'all can watch the film. I got vision, and I'm not bragging. I just got vision. But I feel like my passing game is underrated. But I think one thing I have to tighten up is my handle and my defensive awareness. And if I get that down, I should be good to go. Because my jump shot it's improved since my ninth grade year. You seen my film. I used to shoot like this, like Lonzo. Mm-mm.
And there's a lot of players you could choose from. I mean, Michigan State has so many legendary players. For Michigan State fans, kind of looking into, is there a player you play a lot like you can kind of remind Michigan State fans of?
People compare me to Denzel Valentine, but to me, like I would say, I can still gain a higher motor. I can see myself being like a Miles Bridges type, like because I'm gonna get in better shape when I go to Michigan State,
Mm-hmm.
and my athleticism has been improving. So I see myself as maybe like a Miles Bridges or a Gary Harris,
Okay.
something of that nature.
Who would you say is your favorite Michigan State player of all time?
Probably Miles,
Okay.
Miles or Magic.
Mm-hmm. My last thing before I let you go is, as we talked about, you want your name to be up with those guys. You want to have a great career at Michigan State. By the time you leave Michigan State, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to remember for?
I want to be remembered for me giving it 100% day in, day out. Um, I want my hard work to pay off enough to where I have my name in the rafters. Um, I really think like I have like the opportunity is laid out for me. I mean, like I said, it's gonna take hard work, but I really feel like I can leave a legacy at Michigan State as well, like bringing on the legacy down from the great players that came through to Michigan State.
Definitely, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking time to come on, my guy. And can't wait to see what you get done over the next year and obviously what you get done in Michigan State.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right, anytime, man. Talk to you later, man. God bless.
All right, you too.